Hello and welcome to Express Updates. We are coming to you from our studios within the Ministerial Enclave. You can also catch us on GoTV channel 184. I am Victoria Bole Duamro. Up next is our news bulletin. President Mahama leads cleanup exercise in Chado as AMA Task Force sanctions traders defying directive. Stop using drains as dumping grounds. President Mahama to Ghanaians. These and many other stories come your way shortly. Please stay tuned. We begin our first story with the two-day nationwide cleanup exercise, which started today, where President John Dramani Mahama joined residents of Chado in Accra to clean their environs. The two-day event declared by President Mahama comes in the wake of the need to clean our environment following the devastating flood the capital experienced in June. The president joined the residents to clear a gutter and collect waste from the roadside. His hands-on participation has since drawn cheers and applause from residents who praise his commitment to environmental cleanliness and for leading the campaign by example. Also, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Oklu, has highlighted measures put in place to ensure full compliance with sanitation regulations during the exercise. She stated that monitoring task forces have been deployed to identify and sanction persons who flout sanitation laws, including offenders captured on social media. The minister added that authorities expect to meet their sanitation target by the end of the two-day exercise through the clearing of debris, the silting of drains, and removal of weeds to help create a cleaner environment and reduce the risk of flooding in the future.
We put a lot of measures in place, and today that is the result we are seeing. In fact, we plan ahead, knowing very well that today we are going to generate a lot of, refuse. And so we form a monitoring team from RCC, cut across. We have all the CEOs, other institutions, market women, group leaders, they are on board. And so we have a team with their leaders, which are all splashed all over Facebook, which they are monitoring. And here we are, we were able to receive Her Excellency the Vice President to also do some monitoring here. And so we are here purposely because we have to receive Her Excellency the Vice President. And you can see that work is ongoing. And so I'll say so far so good. You can see that all the shops are closed, are locked. We have all, the stakeholders involved. You can see that we have our revered chiefs, they have their reps, everybody is on board. And so we are hoping that before close of tomorrow, at least we should meet our target. Our target is that we clear the debris, we make sure that choke gutters, we desilt our drains, and clear the weedy, the median. Weed the median, and make sure that the entire city is clean, and so that in the next heavy downpour we wouldn't have flood. Even if there will be a flooding, it will minimize. So we only want to do this to mitigate flooding across the region.
At the ministries in Accra, workers put aside their official duties to clean drains, sweep compounds, and clear refuse from their surroundings. Chief directors, management, and junior staff all took part in the exercise, describing it as a collective responsibility rather than a government initiative. The head of the civil service, Dr. Evans Agredako, has expressed satisfaction with the overwhelming participation by workers.
I've gone around a number of the ministries: education, sports, recreation, works, housing, water resources, tourism. We've been to roads and highways, we've been to transport, we've been to energy, a number of them. And I'm impressed with the massive turnout of staff, leadership, ministers participating, chief directors, ministers, their deputies, their chief directors, directors, the entire staff, are participating. And I am impressed that the call has been heeded to by my charges as civil servant. They have demonstrated that indeed they are responsive to the call of government, and that the fact that the mandate is to assist the government in the formulation and implementation of public policies and programs has not been lost on them at all. what this signify that when we rededicate ourselves to the cause of this country, we will make a lot of progress.
He called on workers to behave in ways that aligns with the president's sustainable development goals, emphasizing that the nation should be treated as a corporate entity with every citizen taking ownership and contributing to its development.
And I use the opportunity also to impress upon them to participate in similar exercises tomorrow in their neighborhoods, in their communities. And I've asked them to be good neighbors, in that regard. I've also indicated to them that this should not be too episodic and that we should not just wait for a president to actually call us or draw attention to the fact that there must be the need for us to clean. It must be second nature. It must be something that is institutionalized, and that even as individuals, even as we walk in and out, we must be responsive to how the environment will look like and behave in a manner consistent with sustainable development and so on. So we are impressed, we are happy, and we're hoping that the reawakening is something that we need in building the Ghana, the transformed Ghana the president is actually envisioning. The president is looking for the opportunity or looking for ways by which you can reset, and these are areas. Environment is one of the critical areas that we need to be looking at, and so we are committed to that effort, and we will support the government effort in that regard. And I'm certain that collectively, I've also drawn attention to the fact that we need to treat the nation as a corporate entity, and ownership must be vested in all of us. I'm certain that will make a lot of difference. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Still on the issue, President John Dramani Mahama has urged Ghanaians to stop dumping waste into drains, warning that the practice is worsening flooding risk and threatening communities. The president made a call during an inspection of the Alajo drains as part of the national cleanup exercise. He said the June 29 flood should serve as a wake-up call for citizens to change their attitude towards waste disposal and take greater responsibility for keeping the environment clean. President Mahama advised residents to use designated waste disposal facilities, including skip containers provided across the city, instead of dumping refuse into drainage systems. To Salmon News, the Environmental Protection Authority has closed Duke's Fuel Station over poor sanitation conditions after inspectors found choked drains in front of the facility, contributing to flooding along the highway. The closure, carried out during the July 10 general cleanup exercise, followed an inspection by the Kaswa area head of the agency, Mr. Abbas Dawood, who said the blocked drains caused water to overflow onto the main road, endangering motorists and pedestrians. The station will remain closed until the drains are desilted and all sanitation issues are resolved. The EPA says it will continue to enforce environmental regulations to ensure businesses comply with sanitation standards and help reduce flooding. The Chief Executive of the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, Richard Ofori Ajiman-Buedi, has ordered the demolition of illegally erected kiosks obstructing public spaces and directed authorities to crack down on food vendors operating under unhygienic conditions. The act follows the national sanitation exercise where everyone is expected to clean up their surroundings. Several vendors were arrested and their food items and equipment confiscated for violating sanitation regulations. The cleanup exercise continues on Saturday with residents encouraged to participate in restoring Kumasi's cleanliness. And that's all we have for you on Express Update. I am Victoria Bole Diamro. Do enjoy the rest of our programs.